お前はもう死んでいる。
Nandiyan ka pala! Napili mo ba tong video dahil hindi mo pa rin gets ang theorems in the limit of a function? Kami bahala sa'yo! Napagdaanan rin kasi namin yan. Napagdaanan rin namin yung sakit sa ulo. Ay nako. Ay nako. Ay nako. But let's be serious. First, what is limit of a function? Limit of a function is the concept of limit fundamental in the study of calculus. Calculus. Nako, calculus. Nako, calculus. It is defined as a bond on which some occasionally cannot be reached and on other occasionally can be reached. Yan po yung meaning ng limit of a function. Now, how many theorems we have? We have 8. We're not going to discuss 6 and 8. Why? Because sabi ko nga, di ba sa'yo, pinagdaanan namin yan. Sakit kasi ang sa ulo, ang theorems. Be, sakit sa ulo yan. Sakit sa ulo.
Yes, yes, yes.
But let's be serious. To be honest, the reason why we're not going to discuss this because some of us still not fully get it. Okay? So, let's begin.
Get ready for the next battle.
Theorem 1. The limit of c as x approaches a, that is any number, is equal to c, where c is the constant. For example, the limit of 5 as x approaches 3 is equal to 5. This means that the answer is always equal to the constant, which is 5. Theorem 2. The limit of x as x approaches a is equal to a. For example, the limit of x as x approaches 4 is equal to 4. This means that for any number a, which is R4, is equal to 4.
In Theorem 3, we have limit of 3x plus 2x as x approaches to 1. We can solve this by separating it. We can separate it by limit of 3x as x approaches to 1 plus limit of 2x as x approaches to 1. 1 times 3 is equals to 3 plus 1 times 2 is equals to 2. 3 plus 2 is equals to 5. 5 is our final answer. We just only need to substitute it to get the final answer. In Theorem 4, we have limit of 4x squared as x approaches to 2. We can solve this by separating it. We can separate it by limit of 4 as x approaches to 2 times limit of x squared as x approaches to 2. Limit of 4 as x approaches to 2 is equals to 4 because 4 is constant times limit of x squared as x approaches to 2 is equals to 2. And then 4 times 2 is equals to 8. 8 is our final answer.
Get ready for the next battle.
In theorem number 5, we have limit of f of x as x approaches a is equal to a, and the limit of g of x as x approaches to a is equal to b. Then we have the limit of f of x times g of x as x approaches a is equal to a and b. So the limit of x as x approaches 2, so that is equal to our a, which is 2. So that is simply 2. Then we will apply the property number 4 and the constant is 3. 3 times the limit of x as x approaches 2 plus limit of 1 and x approaches 2. So we have to simplify this. So we have 3 applying theorem number 2, that will become our a. 2 plus limit of 1, a as x approaches 2, so theorem number 1, that is equal to the constant 1. Now we have 2 times 3 times 2, that is equal 6, plus 1, that will give us 2 times 7, and that is 14. So the limit of x times 3x plus 1 as x approaches 2 is equal to 14. Applying property number 5 or applying theorem number 2, limit of x as x approaches 2, so that is equal to our a, which is 2. So that is simply 2. Then we will have to apply the property number 4 and the constant is 3 times the limit of x as x approaches to 2 plus limit of 1 and x approaches 2. In theorem 7, we have limit 1 over x raised by r as x approaches a. In using this theorem, we will find it out while we're applying the theorem on the example. For example, we have limit x squared minus 4x plus 2 all over x squared plus 5x minus 1 as x approaches to infinite. Since it's not factorable and there is infinite sign, we have to apply theorem 7. When the equation is like this, let's do it and take the highest degree of the variable, which is 2 or x squared. After we take the degree, we put x squared in each numerator and denominator. In the accordance of theorem 7, if there is a numerator higher than the denominator, then it is equal to 0. In this case, we will cancel it. We will round off x squared over x squared because they are like terms. Then their value will be 1. Then our final answer is limit 1 over 1 as x approaches to infinite.
Limits in real life are something we may apply to our lives. Every person has their own set of limitations, both physical and emotional ones. In actuality, there are numerous situations in life to which we might impose limitations. When others are on a tight, costly budget, limits can be used in business to solve problems like disagreements or a financial crisis. Just remember that limits can be easily found in our daily lives without our knowledge. In particular, if we were about to eat and the food was hot, most of us couldn't just eat it easily and quickly. So the only solution is to let it cool until the temperature of the food drops. In that kind of action, the limits have already been applied, especially if we measure the temperatures as time approaches. That's it. Limits are everywhere. We just need to be aware. I hope you understand how limits work and how they can be applied in real life.
Wait a minute.
Yes, yes.
I'm back. Now you fully understand the theorems of limit of a function. If this video really helpful, please like the video and click the subscribe button. If not, then fine. Don't like it and subscribe. But please, 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 please like the video and subscribe. That's the only thing you're going to help. Okay? 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 Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching and see you next time, guys. Bye!